Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lucretia, the host of Let's Talk About It. I'm here today with two special guests. I have returning Lee, who is a businessman that hails from Louisville, Kentucky. And I also have Richard, who hails from Radford, Kentucky. He's a businessman slash contractor. Curtis couldn't join us today. He had something going on, church obligations, but we're going to talk about it. And this is part 2 of our show of men telling women what it is that they look for in you guys before they decide to take it to the next level. So we have some questions that you guys kind of wrote in and told us that you wanted to get answers to, and so we're just going to go with it. We have a question here, and this is from Tamara. And Tamara wanted to know, Lee, who should actually do the pursuing, the initial pursuing in a relationship? Should it be the man or should it be the woman?
That actually, good afternoon, first of all. That could go either way. You know, it's not 1950. You know,
yes.
It's 2020 almost, and those traditional ways of who's supposed to pursue who or whatever kind of go out the window. Yeah, of course, women want to be pursued, but at the same time, so does a man. You know, we want to feel like we're the prize that's being, pursued, like hunted or whatever you want to call it. I think it's a compliment. It's a ego boost.
It kind of boosts the ego when the woman comes up to you and say, "Hey, I'm interested in you."
Exactly.
What are you thinking about, Richard? Do you think there's a preference? Do you have a preference when it comes to pursuing? Do you want to be pursued, or do you want the woman to pursue you?
Yeah, if the woman's interested, she should speak immediately. So the same thing for me. If I see somebody I like, I should go ahead and say something, and then go from there. If she's quiet and I'm thinking like, well, maybe she's, if I don't know, I gotta be more aggressive, and I gotta kind of say, is she even interested, or should I even just try to make it work? But if she's interested, she should say something.
She should. So you guys are saying that it wouldn't be too far for a woman to come up and say, "Hey, I saw you over here and I'm checking you out."
No, not at all.
Okay. We like. Okay, and then we have. Let's see what we got right here. We want to know, do you guys believe it's okay to live with a woman first before you go to the next level? Should you cohabitate?
That's a big step. Getting married and going into this relationship and trying to get two different personalities and individuals to cohabitate together. Yeah, I truly believe that you should take a little time and live together before marriage. I mean, it's a different day and age, and like I said before, a lot of traditional things are kind of in the past, they're antiquated. So definitely, because if you marry someone and you've never lived with them, then you find out, okay, they leave the toilet seat up, or they do socks all over the place or whatever, and that just drives you crazy. It's not, it's hard to break habits.
So are you saying you just want to see if it's it's okay because you want to see if it's a good fit?
If you're a good fit, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that too. So I would say you should try that first. Don't just not do it, because you could run into a couple problems. Like he said, I've done it before and it was fine. But then when you're living with somebody, you can say, well, hey, we can just be friends, or we can just do this, or we can maybe go a little bit further. So you can kind of gauge how far you can go with that person. Also, it might take a little bit longer, and it might be hard to deal with it, but if you like them a little more down the line, you can kind of say, okay, well, I can accept this from you.
Well, from that point, now I know my dad used to always say to me that, he had this saying, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And what he meant was, okay, if the woman decides she's going to live with you, aren't you reaping all the benefits, but you're probably not going to take it to the next level because you're getting what you want by her living with you.
Well, the question is, what does she want? So
she wants a relationship. She wants you. She wants the next level. We want the ring.
Yeah. Well, if you want the ring, you can just say, hey, well, these are my rules. We're living together. You want to live with me for 6 months? I'm expect a ring after 6 months or a year.
This is Richard speaking. Now, Richard's talking for the younger crew, like the 20, 30-year-olds. So it doesn't matter with them.
Yeah, they need to say what they want. So don't be like, oh, we've been together for 10 years, and then you expect something that you didn't demand from the guy from the beginning. So you gotta let him know what you want, and then he can say, well, yeah, we can do that, or hey, give me more time. If it's been 2 years, he might say, well, hey, I might need this more time, or You know.
What do you think, Lee?
It's like any venture, anything. You need to go in it with goals and outcomes. And yeah, definitely, you guys should go into it with, okay, what is the end game for this? Is it 2 years from now we're looking to get married, or and like Richard said, I mean, you have to go in there and discuss these things because you get some people, and you're right, you get the cow for free, and there are people in 5, 10, 15-year relationships that they never put a ring on it because that's just become the norm for them because they did not go into the relationship with these goals and expectations stated.
Right.
You know? So definitely it's about communication.
Okay, great answer, guys. Okay, Jackie from Chicago would like to know how you guys feel about a woman using recreational drugs. Maybe she might smoke a little marijuana. Go ahead, Lee. Let's touch on this. How do you guys feel about that?
Recreational drugs. Well, first of all, it's just say no. You know,
Just
I'm
say
sorry.
no?
I'm sorry. You know, I'm not a proponent of
Recreational drug use.
That's just me. I'm not a saint, but I found out early in life that just wasn't the path that I wanted to take and the things I wanted to do. But everything in moderation, I guess. If you truly care about somebody and it's not just out of control and they're blazing every day.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not blazing every day. Okay, Richard, I'm sorry. Do you think a woman, would you be okay with a woman using recreational drugs? Can she smoke a little weed?
I know some that do, and I don't really mind it. But if they're looking for a man, that's going to cut out a lot of, like, I'd rather have somebody who smokes weed versus somebody who's smoking cigarettes all the time. Because weed is simply like, as far as I know people might smoke once a week. It's minor. But people who smoke cigarettes, they're smoking cigarettes every day, and it stinks.
Yeah.
And it's just for me, I couldn't be with a woman who smokes cigarettes.
Okay, but what about the recreational drugs, like marijuana? Can you be with a woman that smokes a little marijuana?
But from my experience, I don't know anyone who does it every day. So I just know it's somebody who's doing very minimal. But if they want a man, they're going to have to watch what they talk. Like, if you got a government worker, they can't be around it.
Right.
So that's if you're yelling you're single, then that's one factor there. They can't be around it at all. So you're going to cancel that out, or just you need to either just do it, don't do it around them. And that's what I say about that.
So for a career standpoint, like, if a woman is smoking marijuana every day or she's using recreational drugs, it could potentially affect your job.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. I can understand that and I can see that. But it's not something that you guys are just totally opposed to. Just kind of do it in moderation.
Yeah, moderation. I mean, just like if you're having a drink or something before you go into the club or whatever, that's fine. But if you're sitting there every day, that's a problem.
Yeah, once it becomes reckless.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. The women want to know, inquiring minds want to know, how do you guys feel about a woman when you go to her house and her house is not clean? Take it, Lee.
Oh, you gotta put that on me first.
Yeah, take it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, here it is. Okay, if the house is not clean now, there can be extenuating circumstances. It could be she's career driven. She's busy, so she's not able to get around. So if she's working 12 hours a day at the hospital, corporate or whatever, I mean, then you get a pass on that. I understand you're not gonna be able to get to it until the weekend or whatever.
Yes.
But if she's just working a normal 9 to 5 and no kids and none of those other extenuating circumstances, then yeah, I'm gonna look at it like, okay, you nasty.
So you're saying that the relationship, it wouldn't even be a thought to move forward?
No. I've been in that situation before, cats and stuff like that, like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, Richard, would you date a woman if you went to her home and the home's just not clean? There's a difference. We're not talking about a home that's in disarray, like maybe there's some things laying around, you didn't get to it because you have to work. We're talking about you walk into her home and the woman's house, you just know she's just not a clean female. The condition living is just deplorable. You can't tolerate it.
Yeah, I can't do that. That's an issue. But Yeah, they could be busy and not be able to take care of the house. I understand, because I'm the same way. If I'm busy and I got my son, we tear the house up. Takes time to clean it up. But yeah, if they have a nasty, like I try to keep my bathroom clean at all times. Try to keep my kitchen clean at all times. If I see a woman with a dirty bathroom, or matter of fact, if you look at the toilet, you can tell it hasn't been cleaned in like a month or two.
So you guys do look at that kind of stuff when you go visit a woman.
He's right.
Yeah,
bathroom
that
and
would
the
be
kitchen.
definitely an issue.
Okay.
Two important places in the house.
And I would want a woman who's cleaner than me. So I can maybe mess something up, but then she got to say, Rich, you dirty, or you got to fix this. I don't want to have to tell a woman anything about you need to clean this, or I don't want to tell. I don't have to tell them that. They can tell me, but I don't have to tell a woman that at all.
Okay, understandable. I think a woman's home should be clean, because at the end of the day, not that it's a woman's place to keep the home clean, because I'm traditional. I think it should be, everybody's job. But I do think that when you walk into a home, if the home isn't clean, it's a reflection of the woman. Right. I do think that. Right. I don't think nobody's going to look at you and say, oh, the house isn't clean. They're going to look at the woman and say, this house isn't clean. So, guys, what about... does it matter if a woman is intellectually challenging to you? Does she need to meet your intellect level before you would decide to move forward with her? We're going to start with you, Richard.
It matters. I've met some women who may not be, but it's cool to me. If I like them, I deal with it, and then go from there. So it's not a big issue to me. But they have to stimulate me one way or another. Mm-hmm. But as far as maybe them having any issues with not knowing something, I think I can work around that.
Yeah. So if she just cannot hold a intelligent conversation with you, you're okay with that?
No, I didn't.
We want to know.
Well, if it's to that point where we can't talk, we probably wouldn't get that far in the first place. But like I said, I would definitely try to, because even when you're meeting somebody, that's how it starts out for me anyway. So I'm trying to get to know her. So maybe she don't like what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna hit every little corner and crevice and see, am I doing something wrong? Do she like me? Do she not like me? Maybe it's that. So I'll try to figure it out. It might take me a week or two to figure out is it just me not stimulating her, or so I'll take my chance and try to figure it out.
And then some women could just be quiet. What do you think, Lee? Do you think that a woman needs to match your intellect level before you can move forward with her?
Yes.
She does?
Yes, she does.
Lee said that with confidence. She does.
If you cannot hold a decent conversation with me, if you cannot hold multiple conversations with me, if you are not a person that's rounded, has more than one interest than just smoking weed or whatever work, and kids, you need to have something else that you can talk about. I need that complete conversation, outside interest and goals and aspirations. I mean all that stuff plays.
So that kind of
definitely need to be on the intellectual.
That kind of plays in with compatibility as well, right? Because if you can't stimulate a person in conversation and you don't match their intellect level, then you're probably 9 times out of 10 you're not going to be compatible with that person.
No.
So that's important, ladies. Guys want you to meet their intellect level, or pretend to. No, I'm just kidding.
Watch news. Read the news.
Okay. Okay, we got another question here. What about, how do you guys feel about a woman who gambles? Gambling, is that,
if she can afford it, it's her money, that's fine,
She's gambling with your money.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
No, I don't know if she's gambling with your money. They're actually just saying, are you okay with women that gamble?
Once again, that goes back to the weed thing. It's everything in moderation. You know, if you're missing car payments and house notes and things like that because of a gambling issue, or if you can't really truly afford it, if you're going to the boat thinking you're going to come up, no. But if every once in a blue moon you want to go gambling or go to Vegas, whatever, that's fine.
And that's no different than shopping.
Yeah.
So if you want to gamble and spend $100 a week on that, that's like buying new shoes, I guess, every week. Can you afford it?
Can you afford to do that?
Yeah.
Needy